photograph. Get a photograph of that. Hello, my name is Steven Michael. I am a published author and a writer, and this is becoming a published author and a writer. And for me, it all begins on writing the story. The story begins writing the story to get the interest of the publisher. And what really creates an interesting story? Like this. Pan around, Aaron. Turn around and show yourself. My friend Aaron is helping me to film this.
Hi.
And, okay. My friend Aaron is helping me film this. And we are actually on an abandoned train. Still on the tracks.
Which is entitled The Black Bear, which is the name of this train.
And this is so cool. And because it's got the broken windows and all that kind of stuff, there is a story on this train that Aaron's writing one, I'm writing one. So becoming a published author is first of all writing story. Put the pencil to the paper and write the story, and follow through with it. Make a beginning, a middle, and an end. And my sources of becoming a published author and finding and becoming a writer and is from like reading articles in the Guardian magazine, which is a magazine that writes articles about writers' views, how they created a story, and how they continue to follow the flow of the story and make it connect with their reader base. And the other part is another resource is Women in History. One of my favorite authors is Daphne du Maurier. Alfred Hitchcock, famous director, made 5 films from 5 of her novels, like Jamaica Inn, Rebecca, and 3 others. And the fourth would be writing a novel. The Creative Pen is a fantastic website to give you a lot of resources on how a fiction novel is actually written, how it comes about, ideas for creating it, make that middle, that beginning, that end. And that is what brought the whole discovery of and research for the right publisher for me. The right publisher is the one that is going to give me help me market the reader base that I'm looking for, distribute to the areas that I want, not just nationally. I want my story. My first novel, Dear Mother, the Beginning, Book 1, and my publisher is Tate Publishing, which I brought. This is the, no, it's not the envelope, but the Tate Publishing, I thought this was the envelope that my contract came in, but it's not. Anyway, negotiate the contract, make the contract. The publisher will work with you, especially if they have a story that they know is going to sell. That the entire world is going to be interested in. That was my reader base, is the entire world. Every person, every country is. I wanted to write a story that no matter who you are, what age you are, you can relate to this story. And I've done that. I've accomplished that. And the owners of my publishing company, Tate Publishing, absolutely love it. And anyway, so we're gonna. This is a setting for a great story. This is a great visual for a story. Is this train? And so we're going to pause here for a second. We're going to change locations inside the train. Cut. Are you filming or what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Becoming a published author and a writer is one of the most exciting things I've ever accomplished in my whole life, which I've accomplished many things, but this is a tremendous asset for me. And writing the story, finding a beginning, a middle, and an end is just one of the greatest things. The flow of my story and it being in an interesting story and life. The drama, the suspense, the humor, the humorous parts. You gotta have some humor in there. The finding the right publisher and negotiating the terms that the publisher's willing to give some and take a little bit too. That benefits me greatly as a writer because I'm the one who wrote the story. And writing book 2, mine is a continuing story. Book 1 is Dear Mother, the beginning, book 1, which is the perfect beginning story that captured the interest of my publisher, because I said in one chapter, and that was it. They read that and said, Steven, we love this story. And so then I had to finish the entire story. And then that found a place to pause, not end, but pause. I think it's most important to find a story that pauses. Leave it open for it continuing on, even if I'm not going to write the next book for like years or not at all. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and write book 2, titled Dear Mother, The Canadian Quest, book 2. Now, I'm writing this one now, and my publisher is really, really excited to get this one. So, becoming a writer, becoming a published author, is all about having a story that a publisher is interested in, that they feel there's going to be a market for, that many people, hopefully hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, are going to be interested in purchasing and reading, and looking forward to the next story by this writer, which is me. And so this is just a quest that is continuing, hopefully for as long as I'm able to continue writing. And that's the biggest thing about becoming a writer, is writing that story that has an interest to